Brandon Ayuk. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They juked him, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 6 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Rolling to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Purdy now to throw.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that doesn't put them in bad situations.
And now a run with McBride. And some room to run now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Here now a third down and 8. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 2nd and 11 now. They go play action here. Purdy looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3. but could not get the ball over the chalk.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Cameron Latu.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Rolling to his left. Stiff-armed him. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Murray now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Murray going to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk, 72 yards. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete here.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Arizona. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27th. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 4 yards out.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now Murray.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Now Murray again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
To throw is Murray.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore
From 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And as we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spot, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. It returns it right back to Samuel.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
First down, Murray.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games?
There he goes, right side. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Cardinal.
On play action, it's Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Now, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the 49ers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home